Good evening. You're watching the late news on HKIBC. I'm Raymond Yeung. Here are tonight's top stories. Opening ceremony for Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge set for next Tuesday, but opening date remains a mystery. Housing fever as latest batch of home ownership scheme flats oversubscribed nearly 60 times. Nasal spray vaccine touted as solution for children afraid of needles. After years of delay and budget overruns, the multi-billion-dollar Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge is now one step away from operation. An opening ceremony will be held next Tuesday, although it's not known if the link will open to the public on the same day. After months of tests and inspections, it seemed the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge was finally ready for operation. According to a press invitation from Beijing's liaison office this afternoon, an opening ceremony for the multi-billion-dollar project will be held in Zhuhai next Tuesday. No additional details were given, begging the more important question: is the bridge opening to the public on the same day? Even the Hong Kong government didn't have the answer, but the Transport and Housing Bureau admitting tonight it was still trying to obtain more information from relevant mainland authorities. State leaders are expected to be present at the ceremony to witness the opening of the world's largest sea bridge, linking Hong Kong to the two western cities. The opening ceremony followed months of speculation on the bridge's official opening date, which had been a mystery since the project was completed last year. Construction on the mainland side began in 2009, followed by the Hong Kong section in 2011. The mega bridge was originally scheduled to open in 2016, but the project was plagued by problems such as workplace accidents, a corruption investigation, technical obstacles, and budget overruns. The SAR government was supposed to absorb 40% of the project's cost of 15.7 billion yuan. But with the spate of budget overruns, Hong Kong's eventual bill came up to be 8.7 billion yuan. In April, authorities dismissed safety concerns after aerial photos showed what looked like a collapse of seawall protecting an artificial island housing the entrance of an underground tunnel. Just yesterday, 6 Hong Kong contractors were fined up to 82,000 Hong Kong dollars each for failing to ensure the safety of workers in light of a fatal industrial accident in 2015. Chief Executive Carrie Lam has hit back at criticism that the government had overvalued a luxury site on the Peak, which was withdrawn from the market following a failed tender. While that may signal caution among developers on the property market, it was a different scenery for subsidized homes, as the latest round of applications was oversubscribed by nearly 60 times. Yeung reports.
What you are seeing is not a mega sale at a department store, but rather a deadline rushed by desperate home buyers who wished to enter a ballot for a subsidized flat in Hong Kong. With a smug on his face, this man explained to the media how he became the last walk-in applicant for the latest round of home ownership scheme flats. But he was far from winning the lottery. Just over 100,000 applications were received over the past 2 weeks for the latest batch of 4,431 subsidized units from 3 estates in Cheung Sha Wan, Kai Tak, and Tung Chung. Another 150,000 forms from April will also enter this round of ballot after their applications were frozen following an adjustment of the subsidy level. This means that nearly 60 applicants will be fighting for 1 unit in the ballot to be drawn next month. Speaking after a public event today, Chief Executive Carrie Lam said she was not surprised by the oversubscription of HOS flats. She credited the keen demand to her policy change in June, which made the subsidized homes even more affordable. With a red-hot property market, many complained that the 30% discount for HOS flats was no longer enough. And Lam responded by boosting the discount to 48%